Alright, I'm going to do my usual here before I start the show, but it should be a great one here tonight as we're on day 5 of the M1 2025 tournament here in MELW. So far, it's been a great tournament, 4 nights of action. Looks like my audio's good, so that's at least a good thing to know. But it's been a decent tournament so far through 4 nights, and we only have one person that's undefeated in this tournament. They'll be competing in the later half of this part here. To kick off tonight's show, Brooklyn Joker, one of the only 2 men that do not have a victory so far in the tournament, will look to try to get on the board today against Blaze McCoy. Blaze McCoy was undefeated going into the last show, and he would end up losing that to Mr. Amazing. So tonight, Blaze McCoy, let's go up to 8 points to join, or to be the first person to 8 points. Or is Brooklyn Joker going to stop him from getting to 8 points and get on the board here against Blaze McCoy? Yeah, so Brooklyn Joker, like I said earlier, one of the only people left in this to not have any wins on the board. The only other man not to have a win so far is Iron Taylor, who will be in the next match against Jalon Morrison. Morrison's at 2 points, but look at Blaze McCoy so far in this tournament. He's gotten some pretty big wins in this tournament, but of course lost his last matchup against Mr. Amazing, but it took like 3 amazing bombs just to put him down. Well, that area crucifix toss from Brooklyn Joker. And there's Devin. Devin will be in our main event tonight. Devin has the main event tonight against Revenge, which is going to be a very high-profile matchup in our main event between Devin and Revenge. That will be your main event of the day in Block A. Well, Brooklyn Joker started things off hot against Blaze McCoy. That's what he needs to do if he wants to get his first win of the tournament. It'd be great for him to get on the board here today, because if he doesn't win here tonight, then Brooklyn Joker is going to be in a very, very, very steep hole, where if he loses just one more match after a loss today, he's eliminated. Probably say the same for the Iron Taylor. Heck, it's probably even worse for the Iron Taylor, considering that there are people in his block that are still undefeated. Blaze, what is this? How come I don't get to be in the main event? I'm better than Devin and Revenge. No, you're not, Blaze. Instead of all, Blaze, you don't have a contract here. Oh, beautiful backslide here from Blaze McCoy, but a kick out from Brooklyn Joker. You'll see the other people of the stable of the Digital Dogs and Sawyer and Amazing. Sawyer's going to be facing world champion Corey Crichton later on tonight. Mr. Amazing has Mr. Amazing has Bruiser Brody later tonight. That would be a heck of a fight. Mr. Amazing and Bruiser Brody. It chops and smacks here by Blaze McCoy. Brooklyn Joker, but a pointed elbow strikes here from Blaze McCoy. And a little bionic elbow to the end of the fair there from Blaze McCoy. Mr. Amazing's been the only man so far in Blaze McCoy's time here that's beaten him. Other than that, he's won 5. He had won 5 in a row. There's a corkscrew elbow smash. Oh, look out, big clothesline. Here we go, off the ropes. Blaze McCoy with 2 of them. 2 running clotheslines in that corner by Blaze McCoy. Blaze go to 8 points and a kick out. Blaze's Old Man Amazing versus Bruiser Brody. What? How is Amazing versus Bruiser Brody jobbers? This tells me that Blaze is an absolute terrible person. Big spine buster from Blaze McCoy. Blaze McCoy to get on to 8 points here in the tournament. No, close, but not enough for Blaze McCoy. Yeah, close, but no dice for Blaze McCoy just yet here tonight. But he's letting to put down Brooklyn Joker. Brooklyn Joker caught him off guard, though. Forearm right to the face. And a sling blade bulldog from Brooklyn Joker. Brooklyn Joker to get his first win of the tournament here. Ooh, not enough. Blaze says, I don't believe that Daphne betrayed me. Oh, see, you still can't get behind it there, Blaze. Oh, and a choke. Brooklyn Joker's got a choke. And that might get the job done. Brooklyn Joker to finally get on the board here tonight. Brooklyn Joker has done it. He's finally got his first win. And so now all that remains is one. The Iron Tailor's the only guy now left in the whole tournament without a victory. But look at that. Brooklyn Joker scores his first win. And here's the best part if you're Brooklyn Joker. No one in your block has 8 points yet, so there's a lot of guys at 4 and 6. But there we go. Finally, Brooklyn Joker has scored his first win here and in this tournament, and he'll look to claw back. I mean, he's got the time to claw back. He still has lots of time to make the comeback. But a big, big statement win for Brooklyn Joker. He needed that tonight, and he will avoid any possibility of a Nets match elimination for him. All right, next up's going to be John Morrison in the Iron Tailor. Taylor looking to be like Brooklyn Joker. Can he get on the board? Can Iron Tailor just score a win tonight? He is the only man left in the whole tournament without a point. Places that she's brainwashed. No, you're brainwashed. And says that a terrible person, thank you for the kind words. Yeah, because you are a terrible person. You're an asshole and a douchebag. Here go Morrison and Iron Tailor. Like I said, Taylor looking to get on the board. The only man left in the whole tournament without a point. 4 straight losses. But Taylor's still in contention. His block is, of course, a lot harder because there's more people at 6 and 8 points than there is in Block B. Block B is a very crowded block, considering the block to Block A. Right now, though, Taylor showing off the power there, pushing back Morrison. Of course, Morrison probably still feeling the effects a little bit of that attack by Sonata in the last episode, where Sonata costed him his match against Chase Pisana. So a hammer lock by Morrison, but there's the experience of the Iron Tailor. The zone. Morrison trying to fight that. There we go. Getting Taylor into that hammer lock. This time it's a standard one here. He's drawing back for a nice pullback for Morrison here with the lockup of the Iron Tailor. Taylor saying he's going to make a comeback. But he's going to have to win tonight. If he doesn't win, he's going to be on a little bit of the cusp of being close to being eliminated from the tournament. It'll be more so on who wins tonight. Devin Stonbo, he might do a show tonight. And Morrison, nice clothesline on the back of the head by Jelon Morrison, but good sneak attack by the Iron Tailor. Smart move. Oh, and look at that. Morrison repays the favor with his own sneak attack to the Iron Tailor. Should be an interesting show, though, if BMW does go on the air tonight. With all that's been going on with MSW and over here in Shockwave. Of course, don't forget, this Thursday night's going to be Shockwave Wrestling. Dark Asylum should be a huge show. And a diving shot there by Morrison off the top. Morrison said he went back to the drawing board since his last match. We'll see if that's paid off. Cover on the Iron Tailor. Morrison, still on the board to 4 points, but a kick out for Taylor. And now, though, Taylor, I don't know if he wants to be on the floor right now, and it's Morrison. It's probably not where you want to be if you're Taylor here, but a good shot counter by Taylor. I don't want to talk about the main event here for a little, but that main event between Devin and Revenge, that has got lots and lots of tread on the tires from the time that Devin and Plum were brawling over in it, and WTF and CTL. And, of course, the pain of the death match from CTL WrestleMania still rests in the minds of both Devin and other people that watched it, or heck, even people that talk about it still. It's still in their brains when Devin defeated Plum. Oh, Taylor's top rope. Is he already going high fly flow? No, instead he's calling him up. Morrison's in trouble here. Iron Tailor, a crossbody. Good move for Taylor, the crossbody. Can he capitalize? Taylor will go up with the second rope for the senton. And the diving senton off the second rope. Smart move by Taylor. Taylor to get on the board. Ooh, not enough, but very close for Taylor. Almost got his first win, but not enough. Taylor go for it. There's going for the Iron Driver, but no. Wasteland! places I could beat both of them? Who do you mean both of them, Blaze? Do you mean these guys? Do you mean Devin and Revenge? Who do you mean? Oh, and a nice forearm from Jelon Morrison. Oh, Taylor, though, caught Morrison with an axe handle to the back. Smart move. Taylor will hook the arms in. Taylor with an iron driver. Taylor with his iron driver. Can he get on the board? Can he score his first win in this tournament? Yes, he does. The Iron Taylor no longer pointless. Taylor has scored his first win. So that means no one left in the tournament has no points. Everyone has at least a point in the tournament. Devin says took him long enough. Oh, yeah, Devin's allowed to trash talk because Devin's at 4 points. He could go to 6 tonight. Big win for Taylor. He needed to get on the board here. And he's finally on the board with his first 2 points. The question will be, can Taylor make his comeback to try to get into the playoffs? He still has some time to do it. He's not out of the running yet. Taylor says, I'm going to make my comeback. We'll find out if he does or not. But hey, at least it's good now that everyone in this tournament has a victory. Next match here is going to be Block B related. Jack Morris of Team 2000X will take on Jun Akiyama. Both men 2 points in the tournament, with Jun having that win against Brooklyn Joker and Morris having the win over Christian Barton. Taylor says he made it his comeback. So making your comeback is getting your first point on the board. You do realize, Taylor, when you mean a comeback, you got to actually get into, like, more than just one victory. Devin will know that since Devin's already got 2 in a row. Wins over Iron Taylor and Kazuki Fujita. Taylor says, really? Let's see how much you talk after our match at Dark Asylum. Taylor already thrown out threats for Dark Asylum because at Dark Asylum is going to be Iron Taylor and Devin for that international championship. Nice springboard from Jack Morris here against Jun Akiyama, the legend from DDT and Pro Wrestling Noah in All Japan. You drink of water there for me. Nice diving drop kick again for Morris. Morris using his athletic style to his advantage here. He's not really athletic, but you know what I mean when it comes to Jack Morris. He's definitely the younger of the two here. And went for 3 in a row and decided Akiyama had enough. Taylor said, I made my comeback on Thursday at Shockwave. Well, Taylor had 2 matches that night, and he won one of them. Beautiful gut wrench suplex by Jun Akiyama. And, double stomp right to the arm and the elbow of Morris. That's gotta hurt if you're Jack Morris. And now a knee drop to the forehead. A good counter, though, for Morris. Morris, though, with a swinging neck breaker. So my cat decided to use the litter box, so if you hear scraping in the background, it's just my cat. Morris firing off some elbow strikes. Morris, I'm surprised he hasn't really gone for any cheap tactics yet. Beautiful bridging German suplex, Jack Morris, and a kick out for Akiyama. Here's definitely one match we have tonight. We got John versus Brandon. That should be a hell of a match. Running knee strike. Morris with his running knee. He's going to go up top. Morris will go for it. Shooting star off the top. Jack Morris go to 4. And Morris scores second win. No. Yeah, but we got battle of CTL World Champions later tonight with Brandon Styles versus John Michael DeSanta. Oh, look at Akiyama's power with another gut wrench suplex. Akiyama drops the knee right to the back of Morris's head. He goes off the ropes. Akiyama with the axe handle. Devin says, I'm Ron K. BMW's main event is Revenge and Devin for that world title. So looks like we got double main events here tonight. Top rope, Akiyama. This is a little dangerous for a man that age. Jun Akiyama, a diving clothesline from the legend. Taylor says, I'm not a loser. I'll show everyone. Well, right now you're not a loser. You've won 2 in a row. Actually, he's won 3 in a row if you count MSW. He won on Shockwave. He won a tag match on MSW with Joe Kenny, and then he won today against Jelon Morrison. Jack Morris, springboard missile dropkick. Beautiful move for Morris. But can he stay on the attack with Jun Akiyama? You never know when John Akiyama's going to strike. He can strike at any moment. Oh, here goes. He's trying to back up to his feet, but Morris instead connects with an axe handle right to the back of his head. Yeah, that'll be the question with Iron Taylor. Can he beat Devin at Dark Asylum on Thursday? I'm just glad I don't have to work that morning. Oh, Morris is really going for it here. Oh, this is... Yeah, if Morris hits this, you can call this match good night. Jack Morris with a Tiger Driver off the top rope. That's got to do it. That has to do it. Jack Morris with a Tiger Driver off the top. And that's going to do it. Jack Morris has scored his second win. Jack Morris is at 4 points. I was going to say, that's definitely going to end the match. It's that move for Jack Morris. A top rope Tiger Driver for 3. And Jack Morris has finally got the 4 points. And with that, Morris is near right at that weird spot of a lot of people at 4 points. With people like Bruiser Brody and Brandon and Dragon Bane and Bryce Sanders. Devin says, what's my opinion on the Brock Lesnar return? I mean, I have both sides to it. I mean, it's cool to see Lesnar back, but again, I don't really agree with it. I mean, I'm not going to explain why I don't really agree with it, because people... Yeah, it's a very controversial move, considering everything that's surrounding him and Vince. Of course, if I talk about it one way, I'm going to be called a pretend lawyer, but if I call it the other way, I'm going to be calling a guy who supports trafficking. So, whatever. So I don't get involved with wrestling fans very much, because most of them are stupid. But here we go, and Mariucci Marufuji and Ozawa will go at it here. They'll battle Pro Wrestling Noah. Pro Wrestling Noah matchup here between the former GHC heavyweight champions and Ozawa and Mariucci Marufuji. Marufuji's at 4 points with wins over the Iron Taylor and Tatsui Endo. Ozawa's still at 2. One of only a few people in Block A with 2 points, on with Iron Taylor, Zach York, and Jelon Morrison. That could change tonight, though, if Zach wins against... That's how he faces tonight. I think he has Sawyer or Kazuki Fujita. I think one of those. I don't know. Whatever match I decide to put on, I guess. But Ozawa's not been the same since losing that GHC Heavyweight Championship after the new departure to Keno. And then, of course, Keno lost the title to Kenta, who will be defending against Marufuji here later this month. Devin says, I guess he was only mentioned. Yeah, mentioned over like 40 times. Taylor talked about how that TKO needs to rethink their choices. It's more than just that. They need to rethink their booking. Their booking's been terrible as of late. And, SummerSlam Night 1 was trash. I don't know why people think that was a good night, but that was a bad night. That was trash. Nice roll up here by Ozawa. Oh no, but this is how he lost against Endo. Oh, nice roll through again. And another roll up counters here by Endo and Ozawa, or by Marufuji and Ozawa, but nice kick out. Yeah, just WWE really needs to rethink their booking. Let's face it, I don't think Cross got re-signed today, because today Cross's contract was up, so I don't think he got re-signed. Then you have the first night of SummerSlam was garbage, including, in my opinion, one of the worst matches of the year in Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. And again, it's neither fault. It's neither the fault of Sami Zayn or Karrion Kross. It's the fault of A, we didn't need it to happen. B, the storyline made no sense and it had a terrible ending. And yeah, night 2 wasn't bad. It's just that it gets outshadowed by the booking and terrible endings. Because it's like every match on the card of SummerSlam, night 2 had a bad ending. Oh, this could be it for Marufuji. Big Ben, no! Counter for Marufuji. Ozawa went for Big Ben Edge, but no one's home for it. A flip kick. But yeah, like SummerSlam, in my opinion, is like a C. And people might say, oh, but a C is really harsh. You said that night 2 wasn't bad. Well, again, it's not because of that both nights were bad. It's just like the booking of both nights were bad. A lot of the endings of the matches were bad, and there were a lot of botches in night one as well. Missile dropkick, no one home for Ozawa. Marufuji only to capitalize on the mistake by Ozawa. He's got him in the corner, going for the Shirantane, and got him out of the corner. Mariucci Marufuji to score the win here. No. Yeah, their booking sucks. If you want to look at a prime example for it, just look at the tag division of SmackDown. SmackDown's tag division's great, and you got people like the Street Profits and the Wyatt Six and the Motor City Machine Guns and DIY, but yet they are not booked at all, or they're hardly, or when they are booked, it's just in throwaway matches that are nothing. Not only that, but like, if you think about all the top guys right now in WWE, they're all over 35 years old. There's so many people over 35 years old that are the top guys in WWE. It's like they're not even trying to get their younger stars any time on the roster or any main spotlight time. And look at that nice springboard kick by Ozawa. Another problem with WWE is if you're a face that's not named Cody Rhodes, or I guess you want to say CM Punk, you're not going to really be given many pay-per-view matches, I guess. Just look at LA Knight. Really, LA Knight should have been on SummerSlam, but he wasn't. Instead, he's on Raw, facing Seth Rollins in a match that was a match that ended in a DQ. And by the way, the Raw after SummerSlam sucked. Did really we need to have two controversially strange endings in two matches? We had a double countout and we had a DQ. Like, what the hell? Back in the ring, it's Marufuji. Ozawa's down. Marufuji's busted open, but he'll go for the kick out of the corner. Bang! There's that kick from Maruichi Marufuji, and he'll set up for the pole shift. Instead, he does not go for a pole shift, and it's caught by an arm drag. Ozawa's going to go for it, perhaps. Springboard, nice one. From the former GHC champion and the leader of Team 2000X. Ozawa, nope, kick out for Marufuji. Surprised that Ozawa hasn't gone for the real rubble. No, he's going for Big Ben Edge. He missed it earlier, and there he goes. Big Ben Edge to put down Maruichi Marufuji. No. Fuji kicking out of the Big Ben Edge of Ozawa as Ozawa's trying to finally get up to 4 points to help him get back in the tournament. Ozawa's upstairs, diving, double foot stomp. And that is 3. Finally, Ozawa scored his second win in this tournament. Took him a little while to get there, but finally he's on the board at 4 points. With that diving double foot stomp. Didn't need the real rubble tonight, but he still got the win. It's what counts if you're Ozawa, the international champion here. Still holds the championship after winning it from Tatsuya Endo and the Cage No Escape back at Heatwave. Taylor says that Rollins should not have been champion, given to leave night one. Yeah, and a lot of people say, oh, it was an amazing cash-in. They shocked everyone. No, who was shocked about that? The only people that are shocked about that is Ray Charles and the fanboys. Next matchup here is an interesting one. Going to be Mike Watson taking on TV champion Christian Barton. Both Barton and Watson are at 4 points in Block B. So whoever wins this between Watson and Barton will head up to 6 points and be tied near the top of Block B. You know, Block B could very well change tonight if Takeshita, Marcus, or Mr. Amazing wins tonight. And those matches for those three will not be easy. Because Takeshita's got Farkas, Marcus has Dragon Bane, and Mr. Amazing has Bruiser Brody. That's a nice hammerlock for Mike Watson. Watson, he's got some pretty big wins. I was saying this tournament, Mike Watson's been good. He's got wins over both John and Alex Starks, which is very, very good wins. But then you got Christian Barton with wins over Akiyama and Brooklyn Joker. But this could be very well a comeback coming up soon for the TV champion. He's won 2 in a row. Christian Barton make it 3 wins in a row for the TV champion, who's only 22. Still lots of years left on his tires. And there is a kick out for Watson, who needs some big springboard for the TV champion, who he defeated Chase Bazana to win that TV championship. Might have to defend it at some point, and maybe someone from this tournament at the next pay-per-view, which we are already constructing the building blocks for, because at the next pay-per-view you're going to have the G1 finals. You're going to have most likely a world title match. There's a big times insecurity for Barton. The only reason why he would not have a world championship match at their next pay-per-view is because Corey Crichton's in the finals of the M1. And he will try to do the impossible of actually winning the M1 as the world champion. No one's ever done it here. There's a beautiful springboard. Taylor says that everyone knew that Seth was going to cash in. Yeah, exactly. Here we go, second rope, Barton. Rope bounce, crossbody. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Barton still has the memories of what Devin did to him back on the third night of this tournament when Barton helped Devin beat Iron Taylor, but then, of course, Devin low-blowed Barton and gave him a hell 5. Afterwards, that Devin got the win. Watson feeling fired up now, though. He's finally getting back in the swing of things. Christian Barton's in trouble. Watson's going to pick him up. A little Samoan driver. Watson. Always think Claymore already. No one sees not thinking Claymore. The Scottish one's upstairs. Watson, a diving headbutt. A little Chris Benoit-like diving headbutt. I don't care what people say. Yes, I said a Chris Benoit-like diving headbutt. Yeah, I don't care. Running super kick for Watson. Watson with that cutter. And now Watson. Can he connect it? Can he hit it? Mike Watson. Oh, no. Now he'll go for it. Mike Watson's got him upstairs. Oh, my goodness. An F10 there for Mike Watson. Watson to win. To go to 6 points. Mike Watson's done it. Look at that. Mike Watson, the Scottish psychopath at 6 points. Look at that. Mike Watson's already tied Takeshita, Marcus, and Mr. Amazing and Blaze McCoy here at 6. At the top of Block B. Starting to now make the top scene of Block B very crowded. And can Watson maybe come out from the left field area and steal Block B away from some of the greatest of all time in E-Federations? I'm going to itch my nose. Ugh. Next up's going to be Zach York taking on Alpha Wolf. Zach York 6 at 2 points with a win over Morrison. Alpha Wolf, though, won the best in Block B. He has wins over people like Iron Taylor. Wins over Devin. Wins over Jalen Morrison. His only loss is against the only undefeated person left in the whole tournament in Chase Bazana. I got a pretty good feeling, though, if Chase scores the win here tonight against Kazuyuki Fujita, if that's who he's facing. I don't remember if that's who he's facing or not. It's either Fujita or Endo. But if Chase Bazana scores and gets to 10 points, I would not be surprised if he's already locked in a playoff spot. Because remember, it's top 5 of the tournament who makes the playoffs. And the 1 seed gets a bye. Beautiful springboard. Because right now, if you look at the standings, if Chase were to win his match tonight, the only people that can probably catch him near the top of this block is Alpha Wolf, Revenge, Sawyer, and depending on who wins tonight, it could be Fujita, could be Claudio, Joe Kenny, Corey Crichton, Marlon Starks, Devin. It just depends on who wins tonight, because Chase has a full win over people. And if you're Chase, you're looking pretty well so far. Look out here. Alpha Wolf going to fly, but instead eats the back elbow of Zach York. Zach York is one of only three people left in Block A with 2 points. It's just him, Iron Taylor, and Morrison. So if Zach York scores a win, that'll help him get 4 points and get into that weird tie in Block A as there's a diving double foot stomp for Zach York. York to go up to get the 4. Lose my voice again, and a kick out for Alpha Wolf. I mean, if you're Zach anyway, you're just happy to be in this tournament and not your brother. And Jamie, the former MSW world champion, lost that to Billy Paul, who Billy Paul retained the title against him last on MSW in a 2-out-3 falls match. Billy Paul will have to defend that MSW title against the Iron Taylor on Sunday. Double kicks there for Zach York. York to score his second win. No. The kick out for Alpha Wolf. Right now, Zach York's hit a second gear. Been a very good night for Zach York so far. Oh, and a miss by... Oh, wait a minute. Alpha Wolf's rolled him up. Good sneaky roll-up, but a kick out for Zach York. Oh, wait a minute. Alpha Wolf's upstairs. No, blockbuster, but it hit Zach. Zach, though, also inadvertently hit the top turnbuckle. I was going to say, York better be careful when he does something like that. He might actually bump his head. And Zach, beautiful springboard. I played a little bit of my faction last night just because I had some of the codes to put in for the locker stuff. I still don't know how friggin' pack in my faction's like over 15,000 BC. York, smart but for Zach here, taking out that arm. What is Zach York calling for? Is York going to go for the win? No, he's caught. His knee is caught. A sweep away for Alpha Wolf. Standing moonsault. Beautiful from Alpha Wolf. Him and Dryden Bane so far in this tournament, those pair of brothers have been damn good. I'll give Alpha Wolf and Dryden Bane credit. I mean, yeah, they're the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, but give the boys credit for 2 junior heavyweights. They've been damn good. Wolf's at 6, Bane's at 4. Oh, this could do it for Zach here. Dryden Bane. He's going for those triple moonsaults out of the corner. If he hits this, he could see Dryden Bane go to 8 points. Or Alpha Wolf go to 8 points, and he's got all 3 moonsaults. Alpha Wolf. Oh, Zach, though. Zach York's alive. Oh, big springboard. Alpha Wolf. Wolf to score again. No. York at 1. Been damn good. Alpha Wolf starting to make his comeback. Here's my question. What's going to happen at Dark Asylum? Oh, wait a minute. Roll up for Zach York now. York, no. My question is what's going to happen at Dark Asylum with everything that's been going on over in Shockwave and MSW and over here. What the hell is going to happen on Dark Asylum? One elbow strike for York. York going for the elbow. No one's home. Oh, good counter. Beautiful counter. They went for the forearm strike. No one's home. He missed again. 2 elbow strikes are another miss for York. York is now down courtesy of a Russian leg sweep. Zach's up in the air. Big power bomb. Alpha Wolf's going to flip him through. Bang! Knee to the head. Not looking good for Zach. He was looking so great in the early goings of the match, but now he's in trouble. Springboard cross body. That might do it there. Alpha Wolf. No. But now York's the one asking himself, what the hell is this? What's going on now? Alpha Wolf's going to throw him in the corner. No counter for York off the ropes. Knee to the ribs. And now Zach's going to go for it. Maybe go for those kicks to the elbow. Bang, got the elbow. He's going to hook him into it. Rolling. No, instead he eats a forearm to the head. Alpha Wolf with an Omega Driver. What a catch for Alpha Wolf. York went for his rolling kicks and eats a forearm to the head. And a kick out for York. But right now, Alpha Wolf's feeling himself. Super kick. Super kick on the money. Alpha Wolf has just beaten Zach York. What a comeback win for Alpha Wolf. He has just tied Chase Bazana at the top of Block A. So if Chase loses tonight, we're going to have a tie in Block A. Alpha Wolf's just been something else so far in this tournament. Has beaten some great wrestlers, has shown his fighting spirit, and he might be maybe a favorite here to win this tournament with the way he's wrestling. He's a fan favorite. People like him over here. People like him in Noah. People like him over in Shockwave. He's looking damn good. And I already know someone who doesn't like him, and that's Michael Blaze. Just Blaze hates everyone that isn't himself. Next up's going to be Tanoa State Takeshita versus Baron von Farkas. Takeshita sits at 6 points near the top of Block B. Farkas is at 4. Takeshita has wins over Brandon, Mike Watson, and Bruiser Brody, while Baron has wins over Marcus and Jack Morris. But, of course, he has losses to Mr. Amazing and Dragon Bane. Well, Takeshita has a loss to John. That's his only loss so far. Oh, Farkas starts things off with a body block. Farkas, it'd be good for him to score a win. As if Farkas wins, they'll just join him with another crazed tie in Block B. Oh, but there's a difference between people on Tanoa State Takeshita. Tanoa State Takeshita has just been a damn force in 2025. No matter if it's AEW or New Japan or DDT. Tanoa State Takeshita has just had one hell of a year, and in my opinion, Tanoa State Takeshita has had the best 2025 out of any wrestler this year. Yeah, people might say, oh, what about Cody Rhodes? Yeah, he lost the world title, but he won the King of the Ring tournament, and then he won the title back at SummerSlam. Yeah, but, Takeshita held double titles at one point. And Cody didn't. Yeah, Takeshita did lose both of those championships, but Takeshita still, Cody isn't triple contracted right now. Cody Rhodes, Takeshita's put on some interesting matches this year, but yeah, Cody Rhodes did not put on a good main event back at WrestleMania with John Cena. Yeah, he might have gotten revenge at SummerSlam, but again, that matchup at WrestleMania might leave a little more sour taste in people's mouth than the one at SummerSlam. The only person that I really would say that contrasts Tanoa State Takeshita for 2025 would probably be either Hiroki Goto or Ozawa or heck, even Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. is out here main eventing 2 in a row pay-per-views with world title defenses in just 24 hours of each other. And he just won back the IWGP World Heavyweight title about a month ago, and he's been champion for a little, and now he's right near the top of the block in Block B in G1 Climax 35. And the only other man that I really has any competition with those two is Hangman. It's Hangman Adam Page. Do I have to say any more about the year that Hangman's had over in AEW? Takeshita thrown back in for Baron von Farkas. Farkas back to his feet with Takeshita. There's a knee smash to the head of Tanoa State Takeshita. Farkas is upstairs. Baron. Diving double axe handle off the second rope. That's what Farkas needs to do if he wants to capitalize. Win. And a splash off the second. Oh, look, more bots that we don't need. Kick out, though, at 2 by Takeshita. Takeshita's able to kick out at 2. This might do it here. Farkas going for his power slam. He's got Takeshita up. Bang! Power slam from Farkas. Farkas to score a win. No. Takeshita's in trouble big time. He's in big trouble. Farkas Choke slam, perhaps. No, choke toss. Oh, but there's Takeshita. You figured at some point Takeshita was going to fight back into the matchup. I mean, they call him the Alpha for no reason. Takeshita with a cutter. And Takeshita springboard senton. Takeshita wins here tonight. We got 8 points. That'll be the most that anyone has in Block B. Off the ropes, Farkas. Choke slam again. No, it's blocked by Takeshita. Big clothesline again from Konosuke Takeshita. And where's Takeshita going? Takeshita's second rope here. What does the Alpha have in store? Takeshita with a kick. Instead decides not to. Oh, and a big lariat. Oh, this might do it though for Farkas. Raging Fire. No one's home for Raging Fire. Farkas, one-handed powerbomb. Ooh, 2 count. Devin says, is it bad to say that AEW is better than WWE right now? No, it's not bad at all. Really, AEW's been better than WWE since not All In, but Double or Nothing. Takeshita, Blue Thunder Bomb. Takeshita with the Blue Thunder Bomb to Farkas. Will that do it? No. Blue Thunder Bomb, not enough to beat Farkas, but that will set things up badly for Farkas. Takeshita's don't go for it. The power bomb into a power broker knee. Konosuke Takeshita. No. But yeah, it's not bad at all to say that AEW is better than WWE. I mean, in my opinion, they've been better than WWE since Double or Nothing. Because Double or Nothing was a great show. Compared to what WWE put on against it, which was Saturday Night's Main Event, which was a garbage show. Right now, though, these two men are out here on the floor. Farkas and Takeshita right now on the outside of the ring. They're already past the barricade. Remember, they have a count of 20 to work with. They have to be careful here, Farkas and Takeshita. Imagine this thing goes to a double count out here between Takeshita and Farkas. We're in a count of 8 here between Takeshita and Farkas. Devin says, I think Vita is tonight. Yeah, it is. It is, because me and Macau were talking about it earlier. 10 count. We're halfway to a count out. These two need to hurry up and get back in the ring. We're halfway to a count out here. These two need to hurry up. Takeshita trying to get over the barricade here. 13 here between Takeshita and Farkas. Oh, and finally both men are back inside. I was going to say, thank goodness. Wait a minute, Takeshita's got a version of like the Walls of Jericho locked in. A big sit-back Boston Crab from Konosuke Takeshita. And that's not enough. The rope break saving Farkas. Wait a minute here. Takeshita. Whoa, deadlift with the German suplex. Back to his feet. Oh, clothesline from Takeshita. And also Takeshita's feeling himself since that time on the outside of the floor on the barricade, outside the barricades with Farkas. Oh, Takeshita's really feeling it here. If he hits this, it's game, set, match. Raging Fire. Raging Fire. And Konosuke Takeshita is now at 8 points. Takeshita leads Block B. 8 points for the Alpha. And the Alpha is dominating in this M1 tournament. He's at 8 points, 4 wins, 1 loss. The only person that's doing better than Konosuke Takeshita is a man that's undefeated so far in this tournament. And he's 4-0, and that's Chase Pisano, but big one again for Konosuke Takeshita, the Alpha. Well, he's right now the Alpha of Block B. I'll say that for sure. Here's another big one right here, though. Corey Crichton versus Sawyer, the world champion, taking on Sawyer. I know Iron Taylor will have his eyes big time on this fight. There's Shockwave. Hey, Shockwave, good to see you. And you're here for a big one, by the way, Shockwave. Corey Crichton and Sawyer. Sawyer at 6 points. And Corey sits at 4. Corey has losses against Joe Kenny and Marlon, but he has wins over Claudio Castagnoli and Zach York. Well, of course, Sawyer at 6 points has only losses against Revenge. He's beaten people like Ozawa and Joe Kenny. So the question will be, can Sawyer beat Corey Crichton? Can he once again beat Corey and give Corey his 3rd straight loss of the tournament? Because Corey, he won his first 2 matches, but he's been doing really bad in his last 2. And who knows what the state of the leg of Corey Crichton's in since our last show. When Marlon Starks was going right after Corey's leg the whole match, but a good counter for Crichton. Corey could definitely use a win here in this one since he's fallen behind a little bit in this tournament. Heck, if the actual playoffs would start of today, Corey Crichton wouldn't even make it. He's outside of the playoffs right now looking in. Because he sits at 4, and there's a few people at 8, and there's a few at 6. And he doesn't have a tiebreaker right now over certain people. That hurts Crichton. Just good to see Shockwave. Could be Mr. Amazing or Ray Little that's talking here. Or Vic Cruiser. Oh, Crichton. Oh, big miss for Corey. That's a big mistake for Crichton. That could maybe come back to bite him in the ass later in the match. Good counter for Crichton. Crichton needs to stay on Sawyer. He can't let his emotions get the better of him here against Sawyer. Because if Crichton loses a 3rd in a row and he loses Sawyer, then Sawyer's near the top of the damn A block. He's right on the tie of A block, because right now the tie of A block is Chase Pizzana and Alpha Wolf. Right now, though, Sawyer firing off shots on Crichton. Crichton counters the world champion with a springboard drop kick. Vic says is moron, and then Devin says Vic cost me that match on MSW. I mean, yeah, Vic passed out to Joe Kenny in the claw. Kenny will be in a match later against Marlon Starks, letting him try to get revenge for Corey. At his feet, rolling elbow from Corey Crichton. Crichton. The kicks are connecting for Crichton, but can he hit him with a kick of his own? Counter for Crichton. Devin says it's fine, I don't care. Corey's on for the submission here. Yeah, there he goes. He's got it locked in. Is Crichton going to make Sawyer tap? Will Sawyer tap out Crichton? So, oh, wow, nice pullback for Corey. Sawyer trying to hang on, but wow, Corey let go. I guess Corey lost his grip there. Cover here on Sawyer. Crichton. Crichton got him. There we go. Crichton puts down Sawyer. That was a fast one, but he got the win in it instead. Corey Crichton 6 at 6. He needed a win bad tonight, and he did. He finally breaks the losing streak. But Corey Crichton, the world champion's at 6, but again, still not at the top of the block. But that win there for Corey has pushed him back in the playoffs. I mean, yeah, it doesn't put him where Alpha Wolf and Chase are, but a big one for Crichton. He needed to break that streak. Devin's talked about the final. No, the finals would not be Corey versus Devin because you two are in the same block. As Devin's in Block A and Corey's in Block A, so they can't face off in the finals. Crichton scores a fast one over on Sawyer, and here comes the... Oh, you mean the semis? Yeah, the semis, yes. It just depends on who gets there first. Vic says to Devin, quit crying like a 2-year-old. And then here we go with Marcus and Dragon Bane. Marcus sits at 6 points. A win for Marcus will time with Kanosa and Akesha at the top, but a win for Dragon Bane will put him up near the top as well. We'll put him in second place in Block B. I know that Vic Cruiser, he might be looking forward to a match later tonight when it's Mr. Amazing taking on Bruiser Brody. Should be a hellacious matchup for Mr. Amazing. having to face a man like Bruiser Brody. Vic says, Devin, you better not lose against Mr. Clean at Dark Asylum. Yep, that's Thursday. But this year, Marcus, the Northern Lights. Nice move, Northern Lights for Marcus Kane. Marcus, only loss of this tournament so far for Marcus is against Baron von Farkas. His wins, he's getting pretty good in this tournament. Marcus has wins over Jack Morris. He has wins over, let me see here, who also he has a win against Christian Barton, and he has a win against Bryce Sanders. So it's been a good tournament so far for Marcus King. He's not at the top of the block, but knowing Marcus, if he's just in the playoff hunt, then that's good enough for him. Fixes don't let Masters shadow cloud your judgment, Devin. Again, there's Vic Cruiser being Vic Cruiser, has to play favorites. Rich Flotch Exploder suplex for Marcus Kane, but Dragon Bane's already back to his feet. Dragon Bane just shrugging off that Exploder suplex like it's nothing. Oh, Marcus will go for it. Marcus, downward spiral. Nice one for Marcus. Marcus to put away Dragon Bane early here. Nope, Bane kicks out. Taylor saying, hey, Vince said run that mouth. How about after I beat Devin, I beat you? Oh, Burning Lariat! The Burning Lariat to Dragon Bane. Marcus to win it. And Marcus has scored his win. Marcus is sitting at the top of Block B along with Colonel Stanikeshta. So Marcus will go to 8 points. 4 wins, 1 loss for Marcus, tying Colonel Stanikeshta at the top of Block B. Now the top of Block B is getting really, really crowded. Yeah, we just had 2 really quick matches. We had Corey and Sawyer end very quickly, and the Marcus and Dragon Bane ends quickly. Alright, just give me 1 minute here, and I'll set up the other matches for this show. So I'll pause this. Okay, back for the other half of this night number 5. Starting things off with Block A, it's going to be Claudio Castagnoli with 4 points, taking on Tatsuya Endo with 4 points. Both men with 2 wins, 2 losses in this tournament. We do have a little extra match that we're going to put on a little bit later before Devon versus Revenge. We're going to have ourselves a 8-man battle royal later on tonight, just for some title shots on the line in that 8-man battle royal. Of course, Michael Blaze will not be in that battle royal because Blaze and battle royals go together like fish and microwaves, which if people know what microwaving your fish smells like, that's what Blaze and battle royals are. Basically, fish smelling. Blazes get lost. No, Blaze, you get lost because you're not scheduled tonight because we don't owe your contract anything. And yes, we don't play Blaze, because why would we pay Blaze anyway? We don't even know his contract. He doesn't wrestle here because he got fired over losing to Mr. 2K. Same with Booster. And Blaze sucks to be in with. Daphne knows about microwave fish when it comes to Blaze. Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, that's probably what Blaze eats, microwaved fish. He probably catches it himself, too. Although this referee getting in the way of Claudio Castagnoli. Oh, nice though. Crucifix for Endo. Endo to score the win. Nope. Daphne probably knows other things about Blaze, but those are things I don't want to know about. Claudio. Good counter for Tatsuya Endo. Endo with wins over Kazuki Fujita and Ozawa. Claudio has wins over Kenny and Zach York. Big time powerbomb. At least this isn't smell-o-vision. Yeah, true. Imagine if Blaze had smell-o-vision. Now this here, Endo, the nice suplex. Classic, very classic-like suplex. Endo upstairs. I got an itchy nose. What happens if Dark Asylum was smell-o-vision? Oh, big Hurricane Rana. Endo, the diving Hurricane Rana. Blazes don't say her name. Why? Because she's better than you? Oh, Endo misses the springboard. We all know that Blaze is jealous of LeJon Lennox because Daphne left Blaze for LeJon Lennox. Electric chair. Driver. Endo, cover to beat Claudio. And he does off that electric chair. He didn't even need the Burning Star bomb, but no. A win for Endo. He sticks at 6 points. Good for Endo. That'll put him up near Corey and the others for 6. It would smell like blood, pig's blood, and charcoal. What, Dark Asylum or Michael Blaze? Endo with the win there over Claudio. That'll put him at 6. Here's a little technical matchup up here. It's going to be Bryce Sanders taking on Alex Starks. Starks and Price are both at 4. And good point, yeah. Blaze probably smells like... I don't know about if he smells like pigs, unless he's been with Hog Wild. I would say he smells more like charcoal than blood or pigs. You know, for anything, really, he probably smells like garbage. And I don't mean the good-smelling garbage. I mean like a garbage truck. Or the trash dump. Probably Blaze actually smells like a garbage dump. Oh, there we go. Cheap shot for Alex. You know, that was, typical. Don't paint that picture of Blaze with Hog Wild. I know, I don't want it either. It's Hog Wild. They go after everyone that's a guy. Even people that are married, they go after. Right now, Alex will go after Price's arm. That's a typical thing of the Stark brothers. They always have a favorable limb that they want to break. For Alex, it's the arm, and for Marlon, it's the legs. I mean, I'm even surprised that Corey was even able to do anything on MSW due to that loss against Marlon, where Marlon just targeted his legs all match long. I mean, he kicked him in the shin and the knee twice and put him in that Hollywood and Vine multiple times. Here's a cover for Alex, the Triple Crown champion. Don't sell I'm never going to sell Price Sanders or Corey Crichton short. That's one thing. Can't count out either Price or Corey, knowing those two. The problem is they don't have good records against the Stark brothers. I mean, they're 0-3 against the Starks in tag matches. That even includes matches not here. They even lost to Price, and Corey and Price even lost to Alex and Marlon in MSW at one point. And of course, in singles matches, they don't really have a great record against them either. Now the Price of that nice side headlock on Alex. Alex has lost his last two matches against Blaze McCoy and Mike Watson, but he has wins over a pre-injured Gabe Kidd and Brooklyn Joker. He's lost against Mike Watson as well as Blaze McCoy, who Blaze McCoy lost earlier against Brooklyn Joker, which put Brooklyn Joker up to 2 points and finally put him on the board. And then Iron Taylor won his match earlier, so now we don't have anyone with no points anymore, which I like that in tournaments. I always like in tournaments when you don't have anyone that doesn't have a loss. Again, another hammerlock right to the arm of Price. Price's arm's already been targeted already tonight by Alex. Alex already has a tap-out win in this tournament. Might go for another one. He almost made Mike Watson tap too. But out here, that flip over DDT for Alex Starks, but Price is back to his feet here. Sanders, oh, no, good counter by the Triple Crown champion. Alex, with that Triple Crown title, has already retained it 2 times since being the champion when he beat John back at Heatwave. Sanders off the ropes, going for those triple Germans. Good catch by Price Sanders. And that's classic Sanders right there. Usually would counter something and go for those triple Germans. He got every single piece of it, and then Price will go upstairs. No, I guess he's not going to go upstairs. Then he's going to the middle part of the stairs and a springboard. If you're Price, go for that crossface now. You want to lock it in now. So that your arms are at full capacity. Here we go. Sharpshooter maybe. Nope. Counter for Alex. Now that stomps right at that arm. Oh, but good counter for Price. Solid comment. Smart move for Price Sanders. And now the crossface. A crossface choke for Price Sanders. Will we make Alex tap out? And he does. Alex is tapped out to Price Sanders. Sanders has hit the 6 points. There you go. Price has got 6 here. He's tied people like Mr. Amazing and Blaze McCoy and Mike Watson here at 6 points. Only behind Marcus King and Canal State Akeshita. Of course, he has yet to face Canal State Akeshita. Taylor says if I win this Thursday, it'll be an early birthday present. Yeah, true. And then, of course, Shockwave talked about the real Blaze McCoy. He's been sick, which I know that myself, because I watch Blaze McCoy's videos. All right, next up's going to be the Beast, Kazuki Fujita, taking on the only undefeated person left in the tournament, and Chase Bazana. Chase sits at 8 points. He's 4-0. Can he be the first person in the whole tournament to go to 10 points? Can he hit double digits? And if he hits double digits, then you have to believe he's a lock for the playoffs. I mean, yeah, there's people that are close to Chase in points, like Alpha Wolf, but people like Revenge and Sawyer and Corey, the people at 6 need to start catching up to him, or else he's going to try to take away first place. But we'll see here if he can beat the Beast in Kazuki Fujita. Fujita sits at 4 points right now. There's a kick out, though, by Fujita. I forgot to give Marufuji points. There we go. Second here, gotta give Marufuji points. There we go. Forgot to do that earlier. Second here. No. Spreadsheets, what are you doing? There we go. I use spreadsheets for my points, or for the brackets for my tournaments. So sometimes my spreadsheets like to be an asshole to me. Of course, if anyone uses actual spreadsheets, you know the pain of spreadsheets some days when they don't want to work. Blazes, who is this other Blaze person? Someone who actually has wins there, Michael Blaze, and who's in this tournament. And someone who isn't wanted by 50 wrestling companies for being an asshole. Oh, but Fujita, that was a dangerous-looking stomp on the floor right to the ribs of Chase. That's the problem Chase will have here in this match against Fujita. Fujita's just a guy you don't want to piss off. You piss off Kazuki Fujita, just walk away. Just run away if you can. They call that man the Wild Beast for nothing. God, do I say I know? I code spreadsheets. Yeah, they can be a pain sometimes. A miss by Fujita, and a nice springboard counter for Chase. Chase, I mean, he's the youngest man in this damn tournament, and yet he's been doing so well, and there's that tornado kick. Chase Bazana to go to double digits. Nah, Fujita kicks out. Not enough to beat the Beast. Oh, but wait a minute. The Beast is fired up here. Look out. You do not want to deal with a fired-up Kazuki Fujita. Fujita with a big stalling suplex. Like I said, you don't want to deal with a fired-up Fujita, and here he comes, coming right back into the match. He did this against Devin. He's done this against almost every match. Oh, this is not looking good for the unchased body slam from Fujita. And Fujita. Oh, soccer ball kick incoming. Oh, no skull tap. Oh, and a skull punt. And that was not a punt, that was a kick. That was a skull punt right to the head, and somehow Chase powers out of that punt. But he's in desperate trouble. The Beast is looking to put down Chase here. Clothesline! A hellacious clothesline from Kazuyuki Fujita. And the sleeper is locked in. The sleeper is applied. Chase trying to fight it, and he does. He gets it. He escapes. But how much damage has been dealt to Chase from all the attacks? Oh, there it is. Dragon Sleeper. There's the Dragon Sleeper. Fujita trying to hang on. Can Kazuki Fujita escape the Dragon Sleeper? Oh, but Chase lost his grip. Chase ended up losing his grip. Will this be enough? No, it will not be enough. Yes, definitely a happy birthday to Iron Taylor. It's his birthday on Friday. I worked that day, but it's good to know that Taylor's birthday is happening. Springboard thrust kick. Perfectly placed for Chase Bazana. Off the ropes, Chase with a nice running net snap to the Beast. And I do not mean Brock Lesnar. Fujita is now in trouble. Chase will go up for it. If he hits it, it's game over. He's won every match with this. Bullets from the skies. Chase Bazana's hit it. Will it be enough to give him the A10? No. Somehow, Kazuki Fujita kicked out of bullets from the skies. No one's done it yet in his young career. But Fujita's the first man to kick out of that. This is not looking good for Fujita. Off the ropes, duck under for Chase. Chase using his speed here. Oh, he missed. Went for the cross body. He missed. Oh, wait a minute here. Fujita's rolling him up here. Out of nowhere, a roll-up on Chase. And almost three, but not enough. Instead, eats a knee drop right to the face. That's a wake-up call if I've ever seen one. Vic Cruiser says I got a hospital bed next to Vic Cruiser for his birthday. Ooh. Big back suplex. Huge big back suplex by Fujita. Oh, Fujita's pumping his arm up. Here we go. Sends Chase to the floor, the head bunt. Right to the ribs, too. Right off the apron of the ring. Not looking good for Chase. The young man's in trouble. Fujita, oh, he's going upstairs. You do not see this very often from Kazuki Fujita, but when he does, it's nuts. Diving knee drop right to the ribs. That's a dangerous diving knee drop right to your ribs. And he's going for the tap again. He's going for that punt to the skull. It's not like your usual punt where you get a running start. Instead, it just comes out of nowhere. But, oh, no, he missed. He rolled out of the way. Chase rolled out of the way of that punt. And a belly-to-belly. Chase is trying to feel fired up here. Bang! There's the tornado kick. Can he hit him with it again? Can he put the match to bed? He's got to put it to end now. And he's trying to set up for the enziguri out of the corner. Here we go. Swinging through. Bang! Got every single piece of that tornado enziguri out of that corner. And that will do it. Chase has now hit the double digits. The first person that hit double digits. He's 5-0. I don't know who's going to stop this young man. He's only 19, and he's doing this at 19. He's not even in his damn prime yet, and he's won 5 matches in a row. And he's beaten some great wrestlers. Devin, Iron Taylor, Fujita, Jilon Morrison, Alpha Wolf. He's beaten like the really good people in this damn block. Yeah, sure, he hasn't faced Revenge or Endo or Sawyer or Kenny or Corey. And this young man at 19 is putting on a show. And if you're David Finley, you got to be very happy that you recruited this young kid. Shockwave saying that you have a great voice. I mean, that could be in radio. I mean, that'd be cool. But again, I'd rather do it somewhere than here because we don't have very much radio and stuff like that here. Next up's going to be Brandon versus John. A little CTL matchup going on here from these two. Both of these two are former CTL world champions at that. Already Brandon started with a spin kick right to the ribs, then one to the face. Blaze says I started at 13. Yeah, sure, okay, I'll believe that when I see it there, Blaze. Anyway, I'll let you guys watch a little bit of this matchup. I did some water here. Alright, back with some water and some chips. Because, you know, you can't get enough chips. Shockwave saying, I heard Michael Blaze is trained with Enzo Amore. Oh, God. I wonder Blaze sucks. He's training with the wrong people. Well, I mean, we've been saying that our whole lives, that Blaze sucks to begin with, and that's Blaze's motto. If you can't be the best, you surely can be the worst. Well, look out here. John, oh, good counter for Brandon. Move out of the way. You do not want a guy the size of John hitting a splash on you. Look at Brandon flying through the air. Brandon's still on the game attack here. Brandon, cover. No. I still don't think that Michael Blaze started at 13. I think Blaze is just saying that he started at 13 just so that everyone can feel bad about him. Whoa, over the top rope goes Brandon. Shockwave saying, I'm curious about how Sawyer and the Dogs will do against House of Torture. Who knows? This is House of Torture time here. And I don't think a lot of people remember. I don't think many people remember this. But House of Torture does have a win over Brooklyn Joker and Digital Dog. They actually have a win over them. Oh my God, a powerbomb from John. Oh my God. John's going for some triple power bombs on the floor. But yeah, House of Torture already has a win over Brooklyn Joker and Digital Dog. So you know they're going to use that to their advantage. Oh, and John, look at this Boston Crab. Brandon might want to move. Elbow to the back of his head. Yeah, Digital Joker the Digital Jokers have a loss to House of Torture. Yeah, it was a little earlier in their careers in Shockwave, but hey, a loss is still a loss. There's a Pele kick for Brandon. And there's a kick out. And of course, that win for House of Torture came within usual House of Torture standards. You know, cheating for the win. Oh, John's already... Oh, John with a crossbody. Nice shots from John. Brandon, nice. Brandon's got to keep on this offense, so he wants to beat John. John's not going to stay down unless you put him out yourself. Knee trembler. Brandon's going for the win here. Black Cross. Brandon with Black Cross to beat John. No. John kicks out of the Black Cross. But Brandon's still on the attack. Good for Brandon. You got to stay on John to beat him. Oh, but Brandon made a mistake. He went to the ropes. Brandon escapes. He's got John up. Styles cutter. He hit John with it. Styles cutter. Brandon Styles has beaten John. Well, I guess we figured it out right then and there. Brandon is the better CTL World Champion than John. Yeah, one of the Cobra's pits on the board. Brandon's up to 6. Brandon's won 2 in a row. You can tell Brandon's starting to get his groove back. In the last few days, he went from 2 points to now 6. Well, there you go. Shockwave just gave the date and everything to me. May 17th of this year, House of Torture beat the Digital Jokers on 0 Hour. I knew somewhere that House of Torture beat the Digital Jokers, and they did. It was Show and Ren Narita, if I remember correctly, was them beating the Digital Jokers. And here's a big one. Joe Kenny versus Marlon Starks. Kenny looks to get revenge for Corey Crichton's loss on the last show against Marlon. Or is Marlon going to make Joe Kenny tap out just like Corey Crichton did? Oh, I get the water back in the system. So yeah, it was Show and Ren Narita. I mean, it's House of Torture. What do you expect, man? At least they're not on the show tonight, thank God. Look at this, Joe Kenny firing off shots right to the chest of Marlon. Kenny wants to win. He has to be a power. He has to use his power, and he has to make sure that Marlon stays away from his legs. That's why Corey lost against Marlon, because Marlon just went after Corey's leg the whole match, and Corey couldn't really do much on a bad leg. Kenny with the axe handle. Marlon and Kenny here in the walk-up. There's Marlon. He's going to go for a German maybe perhaps on Kenny. Kenny's trying to break the grip here. of Marlon Starks. Oh, here we go, takedown. I'm knee to the back of Kenny's head. Marlon to beat Joe Kenny, no. I mean, Marlon did say on MSW on Sunday he is going to make Joe Kenny tap out. The only question is, will he stay his word to it? Oh, look at this, he's already going for it again. Now his own Boston Crab to the back of Joe Kenny. Will Kenny submit? No, Kenny's trying to escape it and he trips the leg. The hell's that back of Joe? He's going for it again, nope. Good counter for Joe to escape that. And not only that, but to counter that, because Marlon went for a second one. Oh, wait a minute. Float through DDT from Marlon Starks. Here's the question here. If Marlon does beat Kenny, do you think maybe Devin had a play at this? Either Devin or Joe Massacre had a play of this, with Marlon beating both of them? Here we go. Kenny now going in that corner. Oh! Getting the rope right into the leg of Joe Kenny. Marlon. With a tombstone stretch. The tombstone stretch right on the leg of Joe Kenny. Kenny escaping to the floor, but how bad is his leg? Oh, here we go, that combination. Now forearm, the kicks, and the tornado kick from Marlon Starks. Starts to beat Joe. Is Kenny going to lose to Marlon? No. Kenny's on spaghetti legs right now. He's not looking very good. Marlon's been all over him. But Marlon's on fire. Kenny's trying to back up to his... He's trying to back to his seat, but he can't. Oh, diving chop off the second rope. A very Ricky Steamboat-esque chop for Marlon Starks. Oh, the Jokers beat him on the 17th, yeah. I mean, I think they're 1-1 against each other anyway, because, if I remember correctly, way before then, this was like, I think Brooklyn Joker and Digital Dog's like second match ever on Shockwave. They beat him by countout, if I remember correctly. Marlon, oh, look at this! Marlon Starks using some athleticism and flexibility there with that. Oh, instead just boots him in the face. Oh, Kenny's in trouble. Oh, here we go. Kenny's now the one going to be locked into it. This is what beat Corey Crichton. Inverted sharpshooter. And Kenny has tapped out to Marlon Starks. Just like Corey Crichton did. And Inverted sharpshooter does it again. It beat Corey and it beats Joe Kenny. Both of them have tapped out to Marlon. Marlon said it, and he standed by it correctly. He was going to make Joe Kenny tap out today, and he just made Joe Kenny tap out to the same move that he made Corey Crichton tap out to. That, if I ever seen it, is 2 statement wins for Marlon Starks, making both Joe, 2 absolute Hall of Fame legends, in Joe Kenny and Corey Crichton, both making them tap out to the same move. Marlon's just flying up the A block now. He is just from two days has flown all the way near the bottom of the block, near the top of the block. With 2 tap-out statement wins over Joe Kenny and Corey Crichton. All right, here we go. Mr. Amazing will have to head down to the ring. He's going to be facing Bruiser Brody. And Mr. Amazing joined Marcus Kane and Tanose Akeshita at the top of Block B, or is Bruiser Brody going to tie Mr. Amazing in Block B? Oh, and already Bruiser Brody. Started things off with slamming Amazing's... Oh, God, Bruiser. Goodness gracious, Bruiser Brody. Going right for Amazing. This is going to be tough for Amazing. I mean, this is Bruiser Brody we're talking about here. And a slam from Bruiser Brody. Brody's a big man. Brody's a tough dude, and Brody's a powerful guy. course, a part of Gary Hart's family over in MSW. He sits at 4 points as he replaced an injured Gabe Kidd. Here's the power bruiser taking her out of the Amazing Scrapple and slamming him down. Amazing has wins over people like Blaze McCoy, Price Sanders, Baron Von Farkas. But he has lost to Dragon Bane. Back to his feet, Amazing, wanting to take out Bruiser Brody. Like Shockwave said, this is not going to be an easy win for Amazing. This is going to be a tough battle. Already going right for it again is Bruiser Brody. He did this at the start of the match, and he's doing it again. He's trying to choke Amazing out and headbutts. Yeah, Bruiser Brody is a ball of fire right now. Amazing, thrown off the road. Brody, he just picks him up with ease and slams him down. Bruiser Brody all over Amazing right now. Brody to beat Amazing. No. Oh, is Brody going for it already? No, he's not going for the knee drop. Instead, a running big knee to the head. And Amazing. Well, what is Brody pulling out here? Bruiser Brody pulling a page out of Marcus's playbook. Bruiser Brody pulling out a page of Marcus's playbook, but a kick out for Amazing. Finally, Amazing. Oh, he got caught. Oh, Amazing got right back to his feet. He got caught with a shoulder tackle. Oh, what is this? What is this? Amazing's up in the air. Amazing just slammed right down the crucifix. Amazing just got slammed right down on the mat by a crucifix from Bruiser Brody, and somehow Amazing kicks at it too. But you know what? That will set up Kane Khan knee draw. Kane Khan knee draw. Oh, Amazing somehow kicked at it too. But Amazing, he's on Dream Street right now. He needs to get back into here. Brody. Good God, Brody. Oh, just one-handing Mr. Amazing. Amazing's not a small guy, but Bruiser Brody is picking him up with ease. Finally, Amazing gets some counter in this match, but he's got to be hurting. Amazing top rope, diving. Oh, he missed. Oh, he overshot it. Oh, but Amazing, though, countering back. But this has not been good for Amazing. He's hurting, you can tell, from all those big power moves from Bruiser Brody. Brody back to his feet, Amazing. Going for maybe a spine buster or a spear, perhaps. And the spine buster, Brody. Mr. Amazing to put down Bruiser Brody. No, Brody at 2. What does Amazing have to do to beat the Bruiser? He's going for probably an Amazing bomb. No, he mistimed the kick to the right to Bruiser. Brody's got him up. Amazing, they'll try to block it. Amazing needs to stay strong in this. He's got that big match in Marcus on Thursday. He does. Amazing, something to put down Brody. The kick is completed. Can he lift Brody up, though? Can he lift Bruiser up? He does. Amazing bomb. Mr. Amazing has hit the Amazing bomb to Bruiser Brody. Has he just beat Bruiser Brody? No, he's not beating Bruiser Brody. Brody kicked out. Amazing firing right back. Smart move for Amazing. Keep turning Brody. Gotta stay on the Bruiser. Oh, submission. Crossface on Brody. Can Amazing make Brody tap? Bruiser. Oh, no. I thought he was going to get out, but he's back to his feet. Look out here. Wait a minute. Roll up. Roll up by Brody. Kick out for Amazing. There's Brandon. Oh, but Brody's fired up. Oh, no. This is not good if you're Mr. Wait, Amazing blocked the forearm. Amazing's got Brody. Sidewalk slam. You missed your match earlier, Brandon, but you beat John. Amazing hits an elbow to the back of Brody. Amazing could be signaling for the end here. Another Amazing bomb, perhaps? Oh, no. Oh, wait. Amazing's going for an exchange with Brody? Oh, this is a bad idea. Why would Amazing do this? This is just, you're just asking to hit. Oh, Brody's asking to hit him. Oh, and Brody instead fires off his own right hand. Oh, but Brody caught him. Brody's even asking Amazing to hit him. It's like Brody knows that this is what he wants. Oh, another shot from Brody. Brody's again just asking Amazing to hit him. He just wants Amazing to beat him down, but he can't. Oh, gut shot out of nowhere by Bruiser Brody. Oh, stomped him in the head. Brody just stomped Amazing right to the back of his head. This isn't good for Amazing. He's in trouble. Bear hug. Amazing's in a bear hug right now. Amazing trying to fight out of this bear hug and clapped him in the ears. Spear! Spear to Bruiser Brody. A spear on Brody. Amazing. Could be going for another Amazing bomb. Instead, he doesn't go for it. Oh, he's got him up again. Amazing bomb again. 2 of them on Brody. 2 of them. Is this going to beat Bruiser Brody? No. Not enough. Submission could be incoming. Amazing's got the submission, but will it be enough to make Brody tap? Amazing trying to get out of the Brody tapped. He tapped. Amazing finds a way to come back and beat Brody through hell on earth. Amazing's fighting spirit came through at the end. When he got out of that bear hug, I'm even surprised that he got out of that bear hug or even was able to get back up. Now, I thought Brody was going to have him beat with that bear hug, but no, Amazing somehow escaping that bear hug. Hitting that spear and another Amazing bomb. It doesn't beat Brody, but he locked the submission in for a win. But Mr. Amazing is just tied with Marcus King and Tenolste Takeshita at the top of Block B with 8 points. So Amazing still on the hunt for the top of Block B. He wants that top spot. Heck, even I'm surprised that Mr. Amazing beat Bruiser Brody there, because Brody was beating the crap out of him for a while. And again, just Amazing with his second comeback in a row. He beat Blaze McCoy by a comeback, because Blaze was beating the crap out of him too. But also, it did take 3 Amazing bombs to beat Blaze McCoy. I mean, it took 2 and a submission to beat Brody, and a spine buster, and a spear. So it took everything out of Amazing's playbook just to beat Bruiser Brody here tonight. But here we go. This is the only non-tournament match of the night. This is an 8-man battle royal. The winner of this will face Chris Maverick on a later show for the Hybrid Weight Championship. You got Adrian Coleman, you got Katsuri Shibata, Daiki Nabaya, Digital Dog, Okada, Pierce Purge, Jake Styles, and Toshiaki Kawada. Then after this will be your main event of the evening of Devin versus Revenge. And already we have lost Okada. So Okada, the first one eliminated from the Battle Royal. This would be crazy if Digital Dog wins this match. This is Digital Dog's debut here. So what if Digital Dog wins here tonight? That would be big for him and Amazing and Brooklyn Joker, because Brooklyn Joker won earlier. Amazing just beat Bruiser Brody in a match that almost killed Mr. Amazing. I mean, yeah, Sawyer lost to Corey Crichton, but I mean, that's Corey Crichton we're talking about here. Let's see who's going to win this Battle Royal first, though, and face Maverick for that hybrid weight title. Maverick won the title on the last show in an 8-man barroom brawl by last eliminating Stan Hansen to win the title. We'll see here if Maverick can retain against one of these 7 remaining men left in the next show, or whenever we have that match. Coleman with that big move right on Shibata. A counter, though, by Daiki Nabaya. Nabaya, there you go. It's hard to say some people's names. I'll say that for sure. By the way, Daiki Nabaya, part of the Passionate Rattels, along with people like Marcus Kane and Manabu Soya, Saxon Huxley, Corey Crichton, Price Sanders, LeJohn Lennox. It's like a little passionate MSW group going on now with Passionate Rattels. Look at Kawada. Arm dried off the top to Pierce Perch. I wonder what Mr. Amazing has to say about that win, or if Mr. Amazing has anything else to say. Not only that he beat Bruiser Brody by the skin of his teeth, but he has that insane ladder match coming up on Thursday at Dark Asylum against Marcus King. Oh, Coleman with that cutter right to the ropes, and down goes Digital Dog. He's been eliminated by Coleman. Adrian Coleman pulling spoilers here tonight. Digital Dog just got caught with a hellacious cutter into the ropes. I mean, that's one hell of a way to eliminate someone from a Battle Royal. Digital Dog was on the ropes, and next thing you know, just ate a cutter, and that rebound of that cutter just caught the head of Digital Dog right into the ropes, which sent him onto the floor. Oh, Kawada's in trouble. Early eliminated by Daiki Nabaya of the Passion Rattels. Coleman with a Blade Runner, and Kawada's eliminated by Nabaya. So now we are down to 5. The question is, who out of these 5 will survive? Will it be Perch, Styles, Nabaya, Shibata, or Coleman? Oh, Mr. Amazing has grabbed the mic backstage. Let's see what Mr. Amazing has to say. Mason says, "Listen up, Marcus, or King. You turned your back against me last week. Now don't take that briefcase from me and make you suffer." Strong words there from Mr. Amazing here tonight. Getting ready for his match against Marcus Kane at Dark Asylum. Oh, Daiki Nabaya with a shot of the back with Jake Styles' head. Oh, wait a minute here. Perch. Stormbreaker on Nabaya. Good move there by Perch on Daiki Nabaya. Now Perch will take out Shibata. Oh, stopped by Adrian Coleman. Coleman letting play spoiler again with that big-time German suplex. Nabaya. Oh, he stays alive. Taylor's saying that you turned on your friends, Amazing. Oh. Taylor. What the hell is this? Oh, Nabaya takes out Jake Styles. Daiki Nabaya with another elimination. He takes out Jake. And that means we have 4 left. It's either going to be Pierce Perch, Adrian Coleman. Oh, there's a perfection knee. Right on Perch. Tear down to Nabaya, Coleman, Perch, or Shibata. Coleman will take out Katsuyori Shibata. Shibata trying to hang on. Is Shibata going to be eliminated by Adrian Coleman? Yes, he is. So now we are down to 3. Pierce Perch, Adrian Coleman, or it's going to be Daiki Nabaya. Mason says, "I never turned on you, Taylor or Kane. You're like brothers to me." Perch eliminated by Coleman, so we're now down to 2. It's either going to be Coleman or Daiki Nabaya. Oh, and Coleman just kneed him with that knee again. There's Adrian Coleman being Adrian Coleman. Can he take out Nabaya? Daiki Nabaya stays alive again. Coleman went for it, but Daiki Nabaya, he caught him. Can Daiki Nabaya win this for the Passionate Rattels? Nope, counter by Coleman. Oh, taking out the legs. Classic Coleman right there. Now Coleman with a surfboard stretch. Coleman can't win this, by the way, by submission. Don't know why he thinks he can win this by a submission hold. Oh, look at this. Yeah, there's that stretch, but again, Coleman can't win this by a submission. This is a battle royal, not a match. And now Coleman looking to take out Daiki Nabayev. Nabayev's done so well in this match, but he might be done here. Coleman wanting to take him out. Can he take him out of the match? And he does. Looks like Adrian Coleman's going to get his rematch. He'll get his rematch against Chris Maverick for that hybrid weight title. Kind of sucks, though, because Daiki Nabayev was having a good match. He eliminated a lot of people, but, of course, typical Coleman style, has to steal the spotlight and win the match. But here is your main event of tonight's show. Here, day 5 of the M1 2025 tournament. It's going to be Revenge taking on Devin the Bandit here. Devin sits at 4 points, but he's won 2 in a row. Revenge sits at 6. So a win for Revenge will tie him with Alpha Wolf and put him only a win behind Chase Bazana, but a win for Devin will shoot him up some more in this tournament standings. Because right now, Devin is looking outside of the playoffs, while Revenge is looking in the playoffs. Of course, we'll have to have a tiebreaker, though, for if the playoffs were to start today. Heck, if the playoffs were to start today, Chase Bazana would have the 1 seed in Block A, and over in Block B, we would have a triple threat tiebreaker between Marcus King, Mr. Amazing, and Kanosuke Akeshita for top spot of Block B. And the 2 losers would be second and third place. And then we'd have another tiebreaker between Blaze McCoy, Bryce Sanders, Brandon Stiles, and Mike Watson just to find out who makes the playoffs. But over in Block A, you got Chase as the 1 seed. Alpha Wolf would be the 2nd seed. And then we have a little bit of a playoff tournament tiebreaker between Corey Crichton, Marlon Starks, Tatsuya Endo, Revenge, and Sawyer. That's if Revenge doesn't win this. Out here, Devin taking down Revenge. Vic Cruiser says, "You better win this, Devin, or else." Uh-oh. And this is a rivalry match, because you know the problem that Devin and Plum had back when Plum was still alive. The question will be, can Devin beat Revenge and get to 6 points? And yeah, if Devin does get that 6 point, he's in the playoff hunt again. Devin throwing Revenge over the ropes here. What is this here? Wait a minute here, Devin. DDT's Revenge right on the apron of the ring. And Devin only got caught. Was going for something too fancy, and Devin was caught by Revenge. Here comes Revenge. Blaze, who is this Kill Bill reject? It's someone who has more wins than you do, Blaze. Good counter from Revenge here. I mean, look, why is Blaze in wrestling for any company anyway? Blaze hasn't even beaten Mr. 2K in a one-on-one match. Blaze has lost over 4 times to Mr. 2K, and he hasn't beat him yet. So why is Blaze calling people rejects when he's the reject when he can't even beat Mr. 2K? Oh, nice wheelbarrow neckbreaker for Devin. Blaze says, "They're not tickets, asswipe." Okay, well then, we're throwing you out of the building. And besides, Blaze, people are not supposed to give you tickets. Oh, Devin. Nice diving neckbreaker. Yeah, people aren't supposed to be allowed to give Blaze tickets, because Blaze, well, can't pay for his own tickets, because he has no money. And 2, he's banned anyway for a little bit, because he's Blaze. Devin went for something. He's caught by Revenge. Revenge going to backbreaker right to Devin, now pushing Devin's spine right to his knee. Smart move for Revenge, try to take out Devin's back. I mean, yeah, Devin still hit big moves off it. Oh! Gut shot right on Devin. Devin counters revenge. Oh, Devin's on to put this match to bed already. Hell 5 on revenge. Hell 5. And that's going to score Devin his win. Devin's 6 points. He's just tied revenge. And he's back in the playoff hunt. You know, Devin with a Hell 5 revenge. That'll put Devin at 6 points. 3 wins in a row for Devin. He is climbing and speeding his way up Block A. From just 2 episodes, actually 3. From 3 episodes, Devin has went from the basement of Block A to right around in the playoff spots of Block A. And if Devin keeps trying to get these wins, he'll see himself shoot up even further. But of course, he's got to win, though, in order to do that. And a good way to do that is to not only win here, but to beat the Iron Taylor at Dark Asylum. And if he beats Iron Taylor at Dark Asylum, that would give Devin even more momentum going into his other block matches, depending who might that be against. But if anyone doesn't have anything to say or promos to cut before the show is over, that will pretty much do it for Day 5 here in the M1 tournament. And it is definitely going to be one hell of a Thursday night coming up. Of course, make sure to check out Dark Asylum Thursday night on Shockwave Wrestling. Usually the stuff I do here will rebound onto their stuff or MSW on Sundays. But it should be one hell of a show on Dark Asylum Thursday night. Lots of matches are expected for that. And who knows what might happen at Dark Asylum. But anyway, that will do it here tonight from MLW. We will see you next time for Day 6 of the M1 tournament.